Radar reacts. Saints Row 4 has officially been announced again.
All right.
It was sort of announced already when THQ was still a thing instead of just like a pile of rubble. But now there's a real Saints Row 4, and it's coming out really, really soon.
I saw the little tag at the bottom. It's like, and was it August?
August.
I was just like, wow, okay. Well, I knew Saints Row 4 was coming, but I did not know it was going to be that quick.
Yeah. So Saints Row 4, current gen. Obviously, because it's coming out in August. You're playing. So at this point, the Saints are so popular that one of them is now the president of the U.S.
Love it.
He is the president.
All right.
But aliens invade, and they take the Saints and they put them into a virtual reality version of Steelport. That's like an exaggerated version of Steelport, which is already an exaggerated version of an actual city, or an exaggerated version of like a Grand Theft Auto city, which is an exaggerated version of a real city. So, like 12, and you're going to be using like alien weapons that just like explode people. This series is flying towards Duke Nukem status. Just barreling down the road towards like, we are the satire that makes balls jokes.
Well, I'm just super, like, where else could they have possibly gone? Because, I mean, you did so much awesome stuff in Saints Row 3, and they're like, how can we one up that? Saints Row the Third. Right, and it's like, you're the president? Okay, that's awesome. Aliens? Oh, now you're doing superpowers and flying around? I mean, you saw a lot of that stuff
you have
in the
superpowers now. That's another thing that you have. You literally, like, it feels, and originally this was DLC. At a long time ago, like ages, like 8 months ago, this game was going to be, what was it going to be?
Well, it was announced, I believe it was early 2012, they announced, like, enter the Matrix, a download, like enter the Dominatrix, a downloadable adventure. Like, I remember at E3 2012 asking, like, hey, are you guys going to have, or 2011, where's the Dominatrix? They're like, yeah, it'll be around, and then THQ was like, no, push it, make a full new game for whenever.
It feels almost like that. And during the trailer, you saw some people wearing outfits that looked like it was probably from that.
Yeah.
Right.
But probably that was just like a 6-hour plot that they were like, well, this can just happen in this other story that is a much bigger, grander alien superpower
There was
story.
definitely a shot in it where somebody was about to Matrix kick somebody else, like going like, Choop.
Also, if you think about the fact that like Matrix obviously is being in a computer simulation, and this plot line includes that as a major point. That's the entire plot of this game, is that you're in a computer simulation of Steelport.
So I'm wondering what ending of Saints Row 3 this, or it could work for either one, but at the end, one of the two endings of Saints Row 3, you declare Steelport to be a sovereign nation from America, and that like you're seceding from the Union. So I wonder how that's how he ended up president or not.
I don't know. It says president of the United States, not president of Steelport.
That's true.
Unless Steelport was so cool that the United States, that everyone in the U.S. joined Steelport.
They seceded, and then the United States asked to be a part of it.
Yeah,
that's true.
The one state left in the United States.
That's honestly the scenario that makes the most sense for the Saints franchise.
Yeah. So what do you expect from it, or do you just think it's going to be? I mean, it kind of sounds like it's DLC that got like blown into a full game. Is that what you sort of expect? And is that okay with you?
Honestly, I'm perfectly okay with it. If they got to the point where they said, you know what, this DLC, let's make a full blown game out of it. I mean, it's been almost 2 years, right, since Saints Row the Third. It's like that's enough time for that game. They're running in the same engine. They're in a stride now where they know what they're doing and what they want to do with the franchise going forward. I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm sure it'll be great.
And after March ends, like the big final last breath of the current generation is over. So anything that comes out between like April and September is almost like bonus,
right?
It's like DLC for this generation.
It's a very happy surprise.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for it too. I think there were some awesome like shots in it. They have so many little moments, and my favorite was a giant Saints Flow can attacking the city.
Right,
I love that moment. But I have two concerns. One, that it's a numbered entry. They could have saved 4 for another time. This could have been Saints Row, blah, blah, blah.
Attack of the alien.
Yeah, and then my other worry is that based on how Deep Silver released, its new publisher released Dead Island, which was a good game that had a lot of things that needed to be patched and fixed, I'm worried that they're putting this one out too soon, and it'll also have some bugs in it.
In the same token, though, we're talking like Techland versus Volition. So
that's true.
I mean, I think we're going to be okay.
Really.
Yeah. I think the April 20th date is mainly to get it out a month ahead of August 20th is mainly to get it out a month ahead of GTA 5.
Yeah, they gotta beat them to the punch.
Right.
Yep. That's been Saints Row thing the whole time. Like they live in GTA's shadow.
They should have called it Saints Row 5.
So
yeah, that would have been even better.
Just do it.
So here's my only other thing. It's like when there is inevitably a Saints Row 5, I'm going to be wondering like how can they possibly top all the crazy stuff they're doing here? Like where is left to go?
I mean, next gen, maybe destructible. Didn't Volition also make Red Faction?
Yeah.
Maybe some like crazy destructible environment. Imagine a Steelport where you could literally take a sledgehammer to the tallest building.
Oh, man.
I feel like for the next gen one, they're going to have to step back just a little and then just be like, appreciate the next gen graphics of it. And this will be pretty crazy, but we won't go to the moon this time. Next time we'll go to the moon.
Next time we'll knock the moon into the sun just because we feel like it. So yeah, that's Saints Row 4. We're hopefully gonna find out more about it soon. So be sure to check back on GamesRadar for more news about that and more Radar Reacts.